Before you get married, don't just pick a spouse because they are cute or because she has a pretty face. Pick someone you can go to war with in the spirit. So let us dive into um it. The topic says before you get married. Now, one of the things you should discuss is discuss bills. Talk about your bill. What do I mean? Before you get married, who is going to pay for so, so, and so? Or let's put it this way. Sometimes you hear people saying, what are you bringing to the table? Okay? Now make sure you talk about your bill, which is the number one. One, are we going to be paying, is it going to be on like 50-50 or 70-30 or 80-20? When we talk about bills, we talk about house rents, electricity bill, um, your internet, feeding, clothing, fuel. These are some of the things you should discuss. Okay, number two, parenting style. Very, very necessary. I've seen some couples when the father tries to, you know, correct the child, the mom will say, please, leave my daughter alone, leave my son alone. These are some of the things you should discuss before you get married, before you enter that marriage, before you say I do. Talk about, discuss these things. So number three, religion. Very important because light and darkness can never agree. One, am I going to be going to your church, or are we going to go to our church, or is it going to be going to another place while I'm going to another place? These are some of the things you should discuss, and I will actually advise you to marry from the same denomination. Very, very important. Yes, if you are a Christian, go for a Christian. If you are a Muslim, go for a Muslim. Okay? Or I that's my own. Yes, because light and darkness can never agree at all. Number four, how to deal with the family. Now, how do you deal with, discuss this, talk about this, because by the time you get married and you never talked about this, maybe they, your mother-in-law is not feeling fine, your brother-in-law is not feeling fine, your sister is not, everybody is in your house. Make sure you discuss about this. Who and who can visit, and how long are they going to spend when they come? Before your mom come, I should be able to like tell you, okay, this. Discuss about this. Don't just open your door for everybody. Everybody is coming in. Everybody is coming in. You will not have time to even take care of your family, to bring up your children in a proper way, because everybody is coming with their own different mentality. When your child does this, everybody wants to say, and leave him, leave her. Then number five, what beliefs will be instilled in your children? Very, very, very necessary. This is why we said how to deal with the family. Who and who can come to your house? How long are they going to spend in your house? Because when different persons start coming into your home, they are going to instill different beliefs into your children. So these are the things you should talk about before you get married. Don't just get married because of getting married. Are you getting it? So, childhood traumas. You have to discuss your childhood traumas. Yes, important. Before you get married, tell your spouse to be, your husband to be, or your wife to be. See, when I was so, I had this. When I was so, this happened. Not that after getting married, you hear from Mr. A outside and say, you mean my husband? You mean my wife? No. These are some of the things you should trust, you should discuss before you say, I do. Another one is sexual expectations. Important, or should I say important? Very, very important, because there are some men I've had where, because the wife did something, the man still stop sleeping in their matrimonial bed for 6 months, even some 3 years. Their husband said, I will punish her, I will punish him because he did this. He's not going to touch me for the next 1 year. Seriously. Seriously. By the time you are doing this, see, the devil is already coming in into your homes. So these are some of the things you should discuss. All right. Then, what is another? Financial expectations. Oh, very important. Some of you will not even talk about. You will not tell your spouse the amount you are receiving. So, at the end of the month, problem will start coming in. I have already exhausted my salary. I've already exhausted this money for this month. These are some of the things you should talk about so that you know what to expect. Yes. Okay, another one is family health history. Discuss it, so discuss this, so don't just go into that marriage. You don't know the problem that has been following that lineage, that place, and you start giving birth, the thing will continue. Make sure you talk about this. Did your family ever have this kind of, health problem? Did they suffer from this? Was there a time they had this kind of problem in your family, health, as in health wise? These are some of the things you should discuss. So, my sister, my brother, very important. Before you even do before you even say I do, go and do medical checkup, all sorts of tests for you to avoid I don't know. Then another one is mental health history. Important because I've seen some family where you see many of them, they have gone, haywire, or should I say mentally deranged. There's a family that has mental problem in their family. At a certain age, at a certain stage in their life, they start going, crazy, going mental. These are some of the things you should discuss before you say, I do. Then fears. What are your fears? Let's talk about this before we settle down. Not that when we're already married, you start telling me, oh, no. I'm afraid of this. I'm afraid of. Let's talk about it now, so that we will know where we belong to, so that we will know how to, move this. See, because marriage is forever, is lifelong, till death do us parts. That is it. So these are some of the things you should actually discuss. Make sure you discuss about these things. Then the another thing is dream home. What kind of dream home do you want to have? It is important. Do you want a peaceful home? You want to have a loving home, a comforting home, a home that is void of, dramas, a loving home. See, let me tell you, a home that is filled with love, peace, if you enter that home, your mental state is always at this level, very, very calm and, soothing. These are some of the things you should discuss before you say I do. Because some persons, they never talk about this. Somebody, they just saw somebody and they are dating. The next thing is, yes, I love you. See, love will open your eye for that marriage. That love, that shege will open your eye for that marriage. So these are some of the things you should discuss. Then career and education. What are your career goals? What is your educational qualification? Your educational background? It is important. You cannot expect someone that has a master's degree to settle for someone that has a living school certificate, or someone that has never attended a school. It is not possible. You might say, okay, because he's rich, he's worthy, let me go for him or her. My dear, your eye will open by the time you don't enter, because your reasoning will be very, very, very different. So, what are your likes and your dislike? What do you like? What don't you like? You get to some home and you see, in the morning when they wake up, they don't make their bed. Everywhere is so unkept. When you enter their kitchen, you're like, oh my God. You enter their bathroom, you're like, oh my God. So my dear Spencer, bachelors, these are some of the things you should look at before saying I do, because it is very, very necessary. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Love you. Bye.